Hello, everybody. Everybody? Ugh, it has been a long day. I just want to relax. Ooh, moving kind of slow. Oh, that's because I'm crouched. Lols. Okay, so where we left off. Oh, yeah, that's right. We were cleaning this tower over here. And then there's this tower here. There's the bridge going across to that tower over there. Alright, I guess we can start on the... Let's do the small bit. This is going to be really involved and take some time. Let's just do this other parts right here. Yeah, that's an idea. Oh boy. It was a day. Wasn't a terrible day. It wasn't a bad day. But it's, you know, when you go, sometimes, I don't know, you go to work and it's just not as enjoyable as it once was. And I found that I didn't really want to be there, but I had to be there. I don't make that monies. I don't have that monies. I can't invest that money. I can't save that money. Can't buy that food. I'm really big into food. I like eating food. I imagine everybody does. Food is too damn expensive now. But so I figured, you know what? I'm gonna need some time off from work. So I put in a request for for a week off, starting at the beginning of next month. So hopefully that gets approved. It's the 16th today, so as long. So yeah, I gave them literally half a month's notice that I wanted to go on like a 1 week PTO, paid time off, just to decompress, just to relax, decompress. Hopefully my new manager is not a raging jerk and approves it. He seems pretty. Well, what is the word? He seems really neutral. He doesn't really make jokes, and I don't think I've ever seen him get mad. So he did laugh a little bit on last Friday, but that's only because he was trying to pick up for the night shift supervisor who called out. I guess he had something happen and he had to step away. He couldn't be at work, so the manager took over. So the idea is hopefully on the 30th all the way to, ooh, what is the actual day? Oh yeah, from the 30th of September to the 4th will be my week off, which means supposedly I'll have the 28th all the way until the 28th of September all the way until the 6th of October off from work, if it's done properly. So I'll have plenty of time to decompress, not think about work, focus on doing video creation, stream a bit, sleep in. Sleeping in is going to be the big one there. Although, if I don't sleep in, that'll give me more time during the day to do the YouTube stuff and to prepare for streams and stuff. Do I have to worry about becoming content brained? You know, where I get everything's like, well, you know, I do have a spare time right now. I could be doing X. You know, instead of relaxing, I could just be doing X. I don't know. I do. I have. I have reached and exceeded 10,000 subscribers on YouTube. So that's a big thing. It only took 3 years. It only took 3 years, 9 months, and 14 days. Kind of wild, actually. Ooh, it's hard to look at. Let's see here. Let's put you over here. It's funny, you know, it doesn't really matter how far away you are from the actual objects. They could just bring them right to you, like you're some crazy, like you're some kind of Jedi or something. Huh, interesting. Oh, that's neat. So you can't put it in the spot where this would go, where the ladder would go, but you can put it off to the side of that. Oh, interesting. There we go. So what are we going to watch today? Should we talk about today? I don't want to sit here and complain about work all day. The entire stream? That would not be fun. Let's see. How much money do I got? I have about $950, I guess. I have 18 stars. Oh, I could buy this one. This will give me a bit more, let's see here. It'll give me a bit more reach. Got a bunch of extensions to go with it. I'll buy this. It'll provide a little bit more power, I guess. Oh, almost put the wrong. Did not want to do that. Okay, so then let's see. How do we? Oh yeah, here we are. Power wash here. I'll select this one. Brilliant. Now it's Urban X. More power, so it should be able to wash. Should be able to clean faster. Good stuff there. Let's look over here real quick. Is there a circular? Oh, there is a bit of an angle there. Yeah, okay. There we go. That'll work. Okay. Still dirty. Still a little on the dirty side over here. Let's see if we can fix that. All right, let's go here to see. There we go. Huh. Monkey bars. There are no monkeys on these bars. So it's false advertisement. I've recently been watching a bunch of different, I guess you could just call them drama videos, is probably the way to say it. Essentially, there are people out there in the VTuber space, on social media, who have done not very nice things. And people I've called them out on it and exposed them for not being very nice and not doing nice things. And there's a lot of these channels. There's a bunch of channels out there that talk about it. Quite a bit. And I've been watching them kind of recently. The amount of people who have been just been the bad guys is ridiculous. Too many people. What is it? It kind of seems like that there are a bunch of people who got really popular really quickly and did not know how to handle it. Or you should say handle it poorly and made bad decisions and actually ended up hurting people. I don't know if those are intentions or not, but I guess the word people like to use is clout, but there's something different. Like, you have to be, I don't know what it is. There's something about some people where I don't know what it is. I really don't know what it is. They see someone who's more popular than them, and they get really upset by that. Or they see someone who seems to have more friends, or wants to have or wants someone to think better of them, but they don't. They get really unhappy at the people who are. Oh, almost stepped down that would be silly. I don't understand what that is. I've never really I don't know when popularity is supposed to be a thing, but there's some people who just have to be popular. They have to be. I mean, yeah, sure. It might just be a normal thing for everybody. Maybe I'm just the odd person out here, but I never really worried about being popular. Never really worried about what other people thought. I mean, it was even brought to my attention at some point where I was just standing. I'm in the Navy at the time. I'm in the U.S. Navy at the time, and we're in a place we call we're in the Line Division's Work Center, which is where we are all at, and if we are not, on deck, doing whatever, And I hear a couple of the other people talking about one of the other persons in the actual, one of their co-workers, as you call them, right? And for some reason, they're just talking about him. And I guess, I don't know, like maybe I got their attention, or maybe I made a noise and I didn't realize it or something like that. But it's like, oh, well, you're just kind of wondering what you guys are saying about me when I'm not around. I said, it just got me wondering. I hear you guys talk. You got me wondering, what you say about me when I'm not around. And the response was like, since when did you care? It never even occurred to me that I gave off that kind of air. I guess I gave off that kind of impression to people. I don't know. But you know what I've noticed as I've gotten older? I actually am starting to care more about what other people think. And the funny thing is that's a completely normal thing. And some people really want other people to see them or view them in a certain way. And I kind of think that that's a bit of a detriment. Because that prevents you from being... If you have to convince people that you're a certain way... in my head, that kind of tells me that maybe, just maybe, you might have maybe some aspect of your person that you're just not happy with, and you don't want other people to see it. I don't know. I'm sure there's something like that with myself. Just got to do a little introspection, right? Just got to think about it. What am I yammering on about? I guess to say it's just watching these videos of all this drama between content creators and VTubers, and just it's just really interesting. I don't know. Yeah, I should change topics. It's not very interesting. It was just a thought I had in my head, like, what's going on? Why are people so utterly obsessed, or not obsessed, but really, really concerned about small things? Why can't we just get along? Why do some people have to feel like they gotta go other way to? Oh, okay, that's one whole thing. Okay, I thought maybe the boards were part of just their own individual thing, but no, it'd be looking like it's all. Hmm. Well, anyway, let's just say there's a lot of drama out there, and it's just wild that there's so much of it, and that people are just so utterly unhappy with something or other. It's like, well, most of the stuff just doesn't involve you. What are you worried about? And he's like, and the person's like, no. It's just so weird. And people go out of the way to blame each other for their bad behaviors. It's really wild. Sometimes I wonder if it's all an act, you know? Maybe they're just doing that to get attention. But then in the end, the attention they get ends up, ruining what they were getting, what they were doing. I don't know what the deal is. I don't know. I'm just sitting here thinking out loud, more or less. It's wild. It's wild. I need some water. It's been a long day, but I didn't really drink enough water, so I'm a bit on the thirsty side. Ooh, that was loud. Sorry about that. Put that down really hard. All right, it was just a bottle of water. Where is the dirt on this thing? Is it up here? Oh, there it is. Okay. I was wondering where the dirt was. It's like I'm cleaning the whole thing. What's going on? Oh, that was figured out. All right. Oh, stretch the arms. Gotta stretch those arms out. Oh. You know, even though I use forklift at work to do my job, there's still a good chunk of my job that requires me to move things by, by hand. And some of those things, yeah, they could be only a few pounds, or they could be like 60 pounds, sometimes even more. And today, I had to lift some of those heavy things by hand because we don't have the machines to move them ourselves. We have this flooring pad at work that's really heavy. It's some of it's real heavy, some of it's not as heavy as others. So it is a workout, especially when you got to move a bunch of them. And today, a customer ordered 155 rolls of 6-foot long, 30 yards of this flooring pad that they put underneath carpet in houses and other places as well. And some of those pad, like I said, can be like 30 pounds, or it could be over 60. And I had to move 155 pieces of this stuff just for a single order for our customer. Yeah, mostly what I do is what we refer to as pick and pack, where a customer orders some product, I get the paperwork, I go out into the warehouse, you take my scanner and I go find the product that's being requested for the pick, and then scan it using the scanner. Hello. Oh, okay, getting on the very top of the roof. Okay. Oh. West Beach, boingy, boingy. Being silly. There we go. I can actually jump all the way up like that. Now, for some reason, I don't know what this is, but I'm looking down, right? No, I try to move right. I move left, I move right. It's okay. But there's some point. There's actually some kind of point on the roof. Right there. I can't go forward. I can go back. There's like this small, I don't know what it is, like a box. It's like a box where I cannot move if I go past it for some reason. I don't know what it is. I get loud mechanical keyboard clickety clacking. And it's all good. It's all good. And for some reason, it's on it's on this particular variety of roof that has, like, I can't move. Like, if I rotate to a certain degree, it lets me move, but if I'm just, other times it won't let me. It's oddly weird. So if I go like this, I recently figured out. So there's a mod. So there's a Skyrim mod that I want to play with, and I want to actually play Skyrim with, because it expands follower quests. It gives followers like expanded quest lines, and then the completion of those quest lines can result in that follower becoming a romantic partner. And I haven't really figured out how to get that. I was sitting there trying to figure out how to get it to work, Because there's an issue with it where apparently one of the mods that is needed for it to work a certain way, apparently it's just out of date, just doesn't work anymore. Maybe the creator of that mod is no longer making that mod, no longer maintaining it or updating it. And so every time I start the game, I get this message that says, "Hey, this this DEL is not loaded properly. It could cause problems. Don't play. I suggest not to play." And come on, is it clean up here? It looks like it's all cleaned up here. But I think I got it figured out. There was a way for me to install the mod, but I had to install it in a collection. There are these mod collections on the Nexus mods where they're all put together. And the collections only work if all the mods are installed, right? So I'm sitting there thinking, okay, well, I could just uninstall the mods, but I don't need to necessarily delete them. I could just uninstall them and they'd still be on my computer. And so okay, that might be a workaround. Because there's a mod collection where it adds, I guess we could call it naughty content to Skyrim, so that becomes available to experience if you're going down that route. But I wasn't able to couldn't figure out a way of. I was having trouble figuring out a way to including this one particular mod that I liked that would be good on its own, as long as there weren't any naughty bits, right? So I downloaded the collection, and then I just uninstalled the collection, and then then reinstalled the mods that were already downloaded, and it seemed to work out just fine. Me 4 years ago making big buff Argonians. Argonians are amazing. You know what? You mentioned Argonians. That got me thinking of, what's his name? Darkthesis? Over at Darkwater Crossing. And then that made me think about Ralof telling the story how he was ambushed at Darkwater Crossing, but also telling the story that me and the Stormcloaks were also ambushed at Darkwater Crossing. I crossed the border, walked into Imperial Ambush, but Imperial Ambush happened at Darkwater Crossing. But Darkwater Crossing is nowhere near the border. And I'm like, what's going on here, Ralof? Are you lying to your sister, or are you lying to me? Because I was there at the beginning of the game, and I didn't remember no ambush. What's going on here? I'm confused. Bethesda, what are you doing? That was the entire process. That was the entire thought. Sam is amazing. So yeah, I think I've figured out how to play with this mod called Amorous Adventures, which adds expanded quest lines for followers that gives the option of making them into romantic partners. And to combine that with a mod that allows me to have more than one follower, then I can have a whole party of people. I could never recreate that mob build again. It was perfect. Yeah. Yeah, so there's multiple follower mods, but the one I've chosen actually allows me to have up to 15 followers. I'm like, that's a bit much. I think 5 would be a sufficient number of followers. And I would think 5 mostly because that's my day. Back in the day of playing the World of Warcraft, we would have 5-man groups to go into dungeons. And I think that's perfect size for the nonsense in Skyrim. But now there's Skyrim even launched in Skyrim VR. Ooh, I've never tried Skyrim VR. I've seen people play it, but the movement it's a bit rough for me. It makes me, what is that word? It gives me a little bit of makes me kind of dizzy. Skyrim VR watching the gameplay kind of makes me dizzy. And speaking of which, I maybe should slow down my movements. Modded, oh, modded, yeah. Oh, okay. Modded Skyrim VR is amazing. I'll have to look at that. I haven't looked at that gameplay. There we go. All right, let's see here. Did I clean this outside well? Good there. Habby has a really good Skyrim VR series. Oh, interesting. Okay. Habby. Habie. Okay. Yeah, that's the thing. Like, I had considered. Okay, I'll punch in. I'll punch in Habby, Skyrim VR. See what I find. I'm always interested. I've watched some Fallout 4 VR, and I'm like, nah, that's okay. I'm not gonna do that. That's a bit much. That's a bit much. Oh. Maybe we should slow it down a little bit. Fallout 4 VR isn't very good. Vanilla is actually horrendous. Oh wow. Yeah, I have thought about it. I have considered was it using the downgrade tool to revert back to the previous version before the next gen update, because that does exist. And then what I could do is download like a mod collection, the mod collection story wealth like I had before, and then I would just do a edited playthrough of that mod collection, or I could restart the edited playthrough of the mod collection, because it was really interesting. And then of course Bethesda had to bug it up. And Bethesda had to do their thing and really screw it up. Bugthesda. Making things worse every release. In the past, Skyrim's games being buggy messes, that was part of the charm. Now it just feels like we're being taken advantage of. We're just being insulted. Not a fan of that no more. Modders will fix it. Yeah. Well, man, I tell you, there are some content creators out there that make Fallout 4 content and do like Bethesda news and stuff, and they be talking like the modders are just not capable of fixing Starfield. Like, I tried playing Starfield. I did. I streamed it. I did a few streams of it, but then I encountered a bug that basically broke the spacecraft, and I couldn't escape the hunter. And I'm like, this is ridiculous. I am not having any fun. I tried fixing it. I restarted the game. I reloaded a previous save point, but apparently it just would not work. It wouldn't work properly. I played the Starfield through a free trial of Game Pass, and it still felt yeah. Like the amount of I expected. Like I've always been an explorer. Like I was always in Oblivion. I explored. I really enjoyed doing that. But there's only so many caves and alien ruins that you could actually go through before you get bored. The questing was great in Oblivion. Skyrim was great. Skyrim questing was great. Well, side questing was great. The main quest line's kind of the same issue that Oblivion has, But exploring in Skyrim actually felt, they did a real good job of exploring in Skyrim. Just finding random nonsense that really has no value in the world. It's just there. Actually finding it makes it feel like, I did something. But when I started trying to do the exploring in Starfield, it didn't feel right. It didn't feel the same. And also, there are some things. Wait, where did I put the little thing in? There you go. Come on, there we are. Get up here. What is it? The So like, what's that first moon called? I think it's a moon. Is it Crete? There's a moon called Crete. It's the first one you go onto after you get out of the mine. After oh, come on out. There we go. Yeah, that's right. I don't remember. Yeah, I think it's the first moon you go onto where it has where you have to go and take out the space pirates that are chasing you, that followed what's his face down to the planet. There we go. Anyway, you go down to that planet, and it's like a research facility that's been abandoned because they were doing like unlawful research or something like that on the terramorph that was there. And you can actually find the terramorph out there if you go exploring. And what I did was, I was like, oh, I found the terramorph. I'm going to go the other direction because I didn't want to fight a level 10 monster at the time, right? Didn't want to fight a level 10 alien. And so I left and went the other direction. But then I got, I think something killed me. I don't know what it was. So, and I didn't save. Hadn't saved for like 20 minutes or something like that. Because I was just too busy looking around. And so I reloaded, and I go, okay, I'm just going to head back to the direction I was going. So I didn't choose the direction the terramorph was in. I chose the direction I was going into when I got ended. And while I was heading that direction, I encountered the terramorph. And that made my brain start thinking. So I reloaded the save. I reloaded that save. And then, hey, what the heck? There we go. I reloaded that save and tried a different direction. And I reloaded the saves and tried multiple directions, only to discover that terramorph, it kind of seems like you encountering the terramorph is entirely scripted. That's what it kind of felt like. Like, there was no avoiding it. It's almost like Bethesda wanted you to run into the terramorph after being at the facility. If you go exploring, you're going to encounter a terramorph. It doesn't matter which direction you go. And that's where it kind of took away the mystique. And when I realized, and also I also noticed with the exploring that some of the locations changed. Like there are fixed locations on the surfaces of these moons and these planets you can explore. But what is that game? Much like in Diablo 3, when you go into certain areas at certain time, when you go to a certain area for the first time, like what is it? Like, I don't know, outside of Tristan, I think that's what it's called. And you're heading north towards the cathedral. The map you enter into, it will have different openings to different places, different dungeons, I guess you could call it that. And what you can do is you can leave that area, come back to the area. You can actually like fast travel to a completely different area, return back to that area outside Tristan, and the available and the different what is it? The places you can explore will be different. And that's sort of like the same thing with Starfield. You could go to a planet and then later go to that planet again, or maybe even with a different, and the places to explore will be different. Like the planet will still be the same, but there are different places you could explore. It's almost like not random, but there's like a certain number of places you could go to explore. You have your set fixed positions, set fixed places you can explore, and then you have other places you could explore, but those are kind of random almost. Like they're not the same every single time. They're different, and when I realized that is that this is not a real world. Yeah, you've given us maybe one or two good places to explore, but the rest are kind of random. And you ruined my exploration. I'm not happy about this Starfield. I don't know, I'm having a real hard time explaining it, but yeah. Like in Fallout 4, all the locations are fixed. They're all there, they're all real, they're all in the same place, and it doesn't matter how many times you restart the game, those locations will always be the same. Maybe the loot in the containers will be different, but On Starfield, it's like every time you go down to a planet or go down to a moon from your spaceship, the places you can explore are different. And the enemies are different. You know, as long as those enemies make sense with the, you know, where you landed at makes sense. But some places it just don't make no sense. And it ruined my immersion because I expected more permanence. And I didn't get it. I expected more permanent places to explore. Oh, this place right here has a unique item and a weapon. You can go there and get it. But if you go there a second or third time, you go there a second time, it's not there anymore. Or just the place that you explored when you found the thing's not there either. And I'm like really bugged by that. I wanted more, you know, I wanted actual locations. I don't want kajillions of planets. I don't want 1,000 worlds with like each world having like, you know, 2 or 3 things that are considered permanent locations. I don't want all these like dozens of other smaller locations that can just magically appear or disappear based off of whatever the game wants. It's not to forget the one guy spent several hours flying to the planet just to fly through. Oh yeah, that's right. Yeah, he went like when he flew to, what was it, Pluto? He was like flying to Pluto or something like that, and he just flew right through it, like it was just a projection on a screen. But the screen wasn't even real either. Yeah, no, it was just a PNG, like you said. Yeah, that really, and yeah, it's like I want a world to explore. I want to new things. I want to go to a place and find a unique item, a unique weapon. Don't give me quantity, give me quality. Yeah, I mean, there are some places in Fallout 4 that are just, looks like they were just afterthoughts. Like they just put it there just to have something in the world. But it looks like for Starfield, they just let the AI do it. That's probably not an AI, but, you know, they had some sort of engine create places. And those places just have no value in them. Like 76 has more value in it. 76 was a buggy, broken mess at launch. And, you know, I played it. I had to see what it was like. But now, 76 is like far better than Starfield ever was. It's, you know, 76 is far better than Starfield ever was or is at the moment. So who knows? Maybe in the future they'll make it better. They'll fix it or something. I don't know. But so far, Starfield is just big, huge failure. And I swear to everything. I swear to all things that are holy, that if they screw up Elder Scrolls 6, I'm done with Bethesda. Like I played the, you know, yeah, I played a lot of Fallout 4. I played a lot of 4 making content on everything like that. But Elder Scrolls was my first series from them, and if they screw it up, I'm not going. You know, I'm just not going to go back. And also the nonsense Bethesda is doing with their mods, and the shenanigans with the mods and the community and all that stuff. I'm not a big fan of that either. I guess it's just turning me into complaining about how royally screwed up that Bethesda has. They've hurt themselves. You know that, okay, a long time ago. So there's the game World of Warcraft, right? And for a while, whenever a new MMO came out, people would ask if it's a WoW killer. You know, WoW's on top. WoW's, you know, really big. Is there going to be an MMO out there that dethrones WoW? And like, well, no. The only WoW got so large that the only people that could kill WoW would be Blizzard. And honestly, it feels like Blizzard's just been beating, like WoW, World of Warcraft's like a dead horse, or a horse that's on like life support, but Blizzard's just trying to figure out, you know, what would be the best way to beat the horse for it to finally die. And I feel the same way when it comes to the Elder Scrolls and to Fallout. The only people who's going to kill Elder Scrolls and the Fallout is going to be Bethesda. I really hate to think that Bethesda's, you know, one of Bethesda's best games ever made, Skyrim, is the last great Elder Scrolls game that Bethesda ever made. I haven't. I mean, I've not played Elder Scrolls Online, so I don't know what that's like. I haven't played that MMO, so it could be really great. I don't know. But when it comes to single player Elder Scrolls games, Oblivion was great. Skyrim was just a little bit better. There were a few things in Skyrim there were a few things in Oblivion that I wish they brought over to Skyrim. Like the ability to create your own spells. That would have been great if that was transported over to Skyrim. I imagine there might be a mod out there that could do that now, but at the moment, they streamlined the hell out of it. And now you can play it on everything, it seems like. I'm waiting for the day you can play Skyrim on like, I don't know. Well, I mean, what can't you play Skyrim on? That's what I'm kind of wondering. I wonder if someone's gonna actually get like a PlayStation 2 and like, through some kind of technology magic, allow you to play Skyrim on PlayStation 2. I don't know if that's even a thing that could happen, but hey, you never know. Supposedly there are people playing Skyrim on like fridges and stuff. I don't know. That seems kind of wild. I mean, you can play Skyrim on handheld consoles right now. You can play it on Steam. You can play it on... What was it? You play it on the Steam Deck. You can play it on the Switch. I don't know if you can play it on PlayStation Portable or anything like that, but I don't even know if that's still a thing. It's been such a long time since I heard anything about it. Let's see. Why are you so hard to clean? I just want Bethesda to do better. I want them to start caring more about the games. They used to care a lot more about the games and less about making money. They spent so much time trying to make game creation so much easier for themselves that they decided to not even try to put any, almost like they don't even put any effort into actually making the game. They use like a chat GPT video game creation style or something of that nature. Probably not the thing. Probably not what's happening, but it kind of feels like they're just putting in the bare minimum to make it work. It just works. Like Oblivion was a broken, buggy mess. Maybe the reality I'm coming to face with is that Bethesda, they make good worlds with good lore and good characters. Well, some of the characters are great. But maybe they're just not very good at what they do. Because Final Fantasy, I mean, recently years, I mean, was it Square Enix and Final Fantasy? They've been knocking it out of the park. I mean, they went hard. They went really. They didn't know they went really hard on the Final Fantasy VII remake, and then they came out with Rebirth. That's great stuff right there. Like, get some of those folks to start making games in Bethesda. The quality of the game will increase massively. At least that's what I feel like, but... I guess I'm a bit, what is it? What is the word I'm looking for? Saddened? Disillusioned? I think the word betrayed might be a bit too strong of a word to use, but... Like, I watched World of Warcraft go from its humble beginnings to like the biggest MMO in the world, and then just to slowly over the period of like 10 years watch it fall into just, was it 14 years? Let's see, what was it? When did I stop playing? I started playing 2006, and I played, and then Burning Crusade came out. I played through Burning Crusade, Wrath, Cataclysm, Um, yeah, Pandaria, Draenor, Legion, BFA. Did not play Shadowlands. What was the expansion that came back after Shadowlands? You know what? I don't even remember. I don't even remember the name of the expansion that came out after Shadowlands. You know what? Honestly, Legion was like the last time that I really felt like I was playing WoW. It actually felt like WoW. It felt like the Wrath days, and it felt like the Cataclysm day. And everything after that, like after Cataclysm and before Legion, all that whole series right there was just not great. And I almost quit. I almost quit in Pandaland. I almost quit during Pandaria. And the only thing that didn't stop me from quitting was the people I played with. I did go away for a little while. I did stop playing for a while. I stopped tanking, and I just started doing DPS because I just didn't want to think about it too much. But after a while, I ended up going back to tanking. But yeah, I mean, I guess World of Warcraft for the longest while was the game that I played. I'd get home from work or from school, and I would just play that game for like an hour or two, maybe 3 if I'm feeling adventurous. Then I would go to bed, wake up, rinse and repeat. Goodness. And to watch it just to fall into the state it is now, and I have like no intention. I have like not even motivated to go back at all. I have no motivation to actually go back. There we go. Almost on the inside, okay. And then you're there. Oh, what am I missing? Over here? Oh, that's silly. That's just so silly. That one little speck right there is what I was missing the entire time. There we are. So that one's... Yeah, I mean, I played through Vanilla Wrath. Played through Vanilla Wrath. Wow. I played Vanilla. I played TBC, Wrath, Cataclysm. And over time, it just got less and less of the game that I enjoyed, to the point where I almost quit. And then, what was it? I started Pandaland. Didn't finish Pandaland. I left before I finished it. And then, what came after Pandaland? What was it? Draenor. Oh, Draenor was ridiculous. Draenor is when they started adding, that's when they added the selfie thing, where you could take pictures of your character in-game and post it. I'm like, that's completely useless. That's ridiculous. Why would I ever do that? I'm sure some people enjoyed it. Oh, and they added what is it? They added like, was it WoW's version of the Pokemon battles, Poke battles, what do you want to call them? That was neat. People I know are still playing that game, and I haven't seen it. I haven't played it since what, 2020? I want to say, before everybody went into lockdown. But anyway, now I'm just reminiscing about days that will never be the same, that I can never have again. I'm starting to do the back in my day, but no, it's like the game. The more they tried adding more to it, you know, there was a saying in like one of the Pirates of the Caribbean movies how was it Barbosa? I think that's his name. He said like the world is smaller now, and and Jack was like, no, the world's not smaller. There's just less in it, or something like that. Because there was just too much stuff in the world. The world was changing, and places for folks like them were running out of. Yeah. It just felt like the more they added to WoW, the less that the game lost its charm. Like, the game is not bad. It's not a bad game. It still has all the stuff there. It's just, I've changed. I play less MMOs now. I have less time to do that. There are private servers out there where you can actually go and play these games. You can actually go and play the. Oh, jeez! Come on now. Let me just jump up there, please. No, it won't let me do it. There we go. Back in the day, but anyway. Well, guess what? Now there are private servers that have changed up the game so much to where it's not even the same game. Like the same world, the same characters are in it. There's just new quests, new objectives, and you can play the game how you want. Which is, but of course these are private servers. So at any time, if Blizzard got a bug up their butt, or what is the term? A hair up their ass? Is that the term? They could just go in and shut them down with a cease and desist. I just want these big gaming companies out there. I want Bethesda. I want Blizzard. I want them to go back to caring about making games instead of just making money. I know. They're working for the big bad Microsoft now. I just want a world that I can engage in, encounter people in. There we go. Oh, 99%. What am I missing? Large bridge slats. Wait a second. Oh, these things. All right. What about down here? It'd be great. And you know what? If Blizzard allowed, I guess, yeah, just allowed private servers to do things, to mod the game, games would have much longer shelf life. I know it's difficult to do that when you have a multiplayer game, but man, mods have kept Skyrim alive for all these years. It's not villainous. No one's getting hurt. I just hope mods stay part of the Elder Scrolls situation for the longest time. How about over here? What's next? Okay, which one? Stools. Wait, stools. That's a bench. Still has the most Skyrim still has the most downloads. It's 5.6 million. Mod downloads? Yeah, no, yeah, absolutely. Stools right here. I'm so silly. You know what? Before that just reminded me. I don't know why I didn't remember this before, but there was a collection of there was a mod collection. It was called Immersive and Pure and Immersive and Lust, I think it was. And what it was just, it was basically, it was a total overhaul of Skyrim. It the Skyrim landscape and the cities and all that stuff stayed the same, but it added a whole new things, new characters, new NPCs, new locations, new trees, it made all the existing flowers look 3D. It was great. It was an amazing collection. It was like 400, what is it, 400? No, I think it was like 600 mods or something like that. It completely overhauled Skyrim from the ground up. It was beautiful. And when the anniversary edition came out, all of that broke. All of that broke. And that particular mod collection disappeared from the world. And there are still remnants of the mod collection there, but most of it's gone from this world. Slide guards over here. Oh, these things. But yeah, it made all of the characters look very high resolution. All the characters are high resolution. Their faces were much more attractive. They overhauled a lot of things. Okay, we only have 3 items left. Brilliant. Tower lower walls. Tower lower walls. Let's see here. Only 1 remaining. Oh, interesting. Okay, over here. So yeah, I haven't actually kept count of all the mods that I have for my Skyrim right now. I'm putting together mods so I too can do when I start a Skyrim playthrough. It's great. It looks amazing and awesome and good stuff, right? Obviously, there's some mods I can't use because, well, you can't stream them. they're the not safe for work mods, right? So, there is one mod that I would like to use, but it removes. I don't know what it is, but it has the option. Where's it at? Wait a second here. Yeah, tower roof support strut. Where's it? Wait. Oh. Here it is. But yeah, there's one mod that allows some of the male characters and the female characters to be high quality and or well endowed in their particular fashion, right? Within their certain, particular fashion or their certain way, right? Yeah, there we go. Female, you can actually adjust the the presentation on the characters. What is it called? It's called Himbo. For the male, there's a mod called Himbo. It's called, what was it like? Oh, I forget the name, but it's like high immersion male body, something or other. Himbo, yeah. I can't remember the name of it, but Himbo is great. Sam is great, yeah. But Himbo is great, but for some reason, there's some silliness going on here. Where is the trims at? Am I blind? I am very blind. Oh, there it is. Wow, I'm such a silly person. But yeah, the mod's called 3BBE. Was it 3BB? Is it 3BBB? I think it's 3BBE. I think it's 3BBB, and you need 2BBE to make it work. But there's also a selection of other mods you need in the background to make that mod work. And then you got to combine them together in a certain way. So it's like one big giant Jenga puzzle. And if you don't have the right mods in place, the whole thing collapses and doesn't work. And for some reason, I've selected, there's an option when you actually install the mod. There's a little option you can select so that there's underwear or there's never nude, so that when you go loot an enemy, you don't accidentally remove their armor and all of a sudden, boom, there's nudity in the game, and that could be bad. But for some reason, there's some bugginess going on with the with one of the mods that's not being maintained properly, or just not being maintained anymore, or being updated, and it doesn't make it work properly. So I can't use the 3BBB mod because of that, because it removes the clothing. It's like the option of keeping things clothed or with underwear on. This is not working properly, so I can't use it. It's kind of silly. I've been trying to fix that, but I haven't been able to figure it out. But right now, the collection of mods I got, it's not a mod collection, it's just a bunch of mods that I have. I could probably bring up my Vortex and see the exact number of mods I have. You know what? let's see here. I'm gonna look at my Vortex real quick. I'm kind of curious how many mods. I've downloaded a bunch of mods, and they do many things. Like I got one mod that makes all of the ore in the game glow at night. Traveling around, you can actually see it. Watch your damn kids. Let's see here. Mods. What do we got here? Oh, it doesn't give me a count. Well, that's silly. Oh, there we go. Yep. So I have, just from Vortex, just from Skyrim, just from, oh wow, my brain stopped working. Just from Nexus, Skyrim Nexus Special Edition, or Nexus Skyrim Special Edition, I have 43 mods active right now, and they all work just fine. There's no problems whatsoever. There's no issues or problems. Everything's great. And then just from the creations menu, just from like the actual creations from in the actual Skyrim game itself, when you get into the game, you select the creations thing. I have like another, I think I have like another 30 mods there, just the free ones. And so I have damn near like 80 mods. I have almost like 80 mods. Around 80 mods that are currently active and playable right now. He will never forget them for making an Umbra a two-handed sword. Oh yes, I saw that too. Like, there's a lot of criticism when it comes to bringing back some of the older content from previous games. Completely understandable. Completely understandable. You know what? I was playing Oblivion, and I went into the Ayleid Ruin, where Umbra was, and I had no idea that they were there. And I got wrecked. I got wrecked hard. I think it was like early game, I was just exploring, and I got wrecked so hard I couldn't defeat them. I'm like, why is this person killing me so fast? I can't do anything. Yeah, in Oblivion, Umbra was a one-handed weapon, one-handed sword. But now in Skyrim, with the collections, or not the collections, sorry, with the creations, it's now a two-handed weapon. It'd be kind of great if we could somehow dual wield it. What are we gonna do? Oh, that's a big house. Oh, we'll clean the golf cart. It's small. Yeah, no, it was like Oblivion had really good stuff. I didn't know about the leveling system in Oblivion for the longest time until I watched a video on it, and I thought Chillrend. Is it Chillrend? Oh no, I think it's Chillrend. That you get for clearing. You join the brothers to go to the farm to fight the goblins, and then as a reward you get the sword from the dad. And when I found that in Skyrim, I thought, okay, this is inside Mercer Frey's house. What's going on here? How did this get to Skyrim? And I'm like, I didn't realize in Oblivion that weapons and armor are kind of scaled to your character level. And I'm sitting there going, oh man, I could have done this quest at a higher level and gotten a much better sword. Sad face. But I mean, they did do a little bit of like they did change the way the weapons look with the creations. So you might, so yeah. And you could also, download any kind of mod. You can also go to Nexus and download weapons mods that changes them. I don't know if there's a mod that changes Umbra back changes Umbra to a one-hand weapon anymore, but that'd be great if there was. Yeah, I thought Chillrend was a great weapon. Wait, there you are. Right there. I need a can. I need to put a can on top of this canopy. I need a can of peas to place on top of this canopy. I will not apologize for bad jokes. There we are. Actually, I saw a post on YouTube where this person it's like Tiger Gang or something like that. They say the lion's the king of the jungle, but the lion only lives in the savannah, not the jungle. And then I responded with this. Well, the person who said the lion was the king of the jungle must have been ... lion, and I spelled lying as lion, the animal. And like one person responded to that telling me to get out. And like I'm surprised no one made that joke before I did. Where the heck? Okay, it must be. Oh, here we are. Boy, I'm easily distracted by stuff. Look at this stuff. I'm easily distracted. But yeah, so basically I have a bunch of mods that I've thrown together. I think it's gonna make for a good playthrough of Skyrim. I'm just trying to see if there's any other mods that go with it. Maybe I should just go ahead and start doing the playthrough now. And then if in the future there's a mod that would be helpful to me, then I would download it then and then proceed forward. Yeah. Although there was a bit of a worry that if I start the game with a certain mod and I don't end up liking it, then it would break the save, and I'll be like, darn. Because there's a couple of like landscape mods that change the flora and makes them look into, like, there's Cathedral, and then there's what is the other one? There's Cathedral, which changes a whole lot of plants to do different things. And then there's another mod that's like a Skyrim all-in-one kind of thing that changes a whole lot of stuff. And it's a really big mod. And I'm worried that if I start playing with the all-in-one mod that I got now, and I don't like it, if I try to change it to something else, I might break the game. I might break my save, and I'll be like sad. That Dismemberment mod got released. It looks really cool. Yeah. There's the funny great thing is on YouTube, you can find all these different mod showcases of people who have who've done like ultra modded versions of Skyrim, and there's some really good ones. Like there's some combat mods in there that make it look like you're playing a Dark Souls game with how the movement is. There's some of them look like you're playing like a very stylized combat game where people are flipping around and everything like that. It's really neat. There's a lot of good stuff out there, and it's like, can I just have all the mods? Can I just download all the mods and install all the mods so I can be this amazing thing? And it's like, no, it'll just break. The game will break horribly if I try that. Oh boy, there's so much. Skyrim is a great game. It's got a lot of nonsense in it, and there we go, brilliant. Water. I need some more water. I'm doing a lot of talking and not much drinking, or consuming water, not drinking. Excuse me. That's not an appropriate thing to say. Excuse me. I like the bungalow. It looks less annoying. Let me get to this one. Oh, I hear vehicles that like to race quickly down the road. Oh, excuse me. Oh, I'm getting really yawny over here. Turning to yawny. All right. Let's see. Calvin's such a good boy. He's a volcanologist, you know. Okay. He's a volcano guy. All right. Hmm. And the most annoying thing, I would just love to be able to install a mod collection on Skyrim and just play that, but a lot of those mods have not safe for work mods in them, and I can't really stream them, and I can't put them in a video unless I heavily edit them out. And the worst part is when you download a collection, you have to download the whole collection, or it just won't work. I mean, even if you try to turn them off, it doesn't seem to work properly. If you, they have to be installed and enabled in order for the collection to work. And if it doesn't, well, the mod manager makes you enable them. So it's kind of like, So it's like I have to download the collection and then pick and choose which mods I want to have active or installed. But yeah, so the thing I was able to think was that you can download the collection and then delete it, but it also asks you if you want to delete like the directory or whatever it is, or the what is it called? I forgot the name of it. But anyway, it's like you want to delete, like when you download a mod, part of that mod gets saved in Nexus Mods. So in the future, if you want to download it again, you can. It won't be too much of an issue. And when it comes to the collections, you don't have to delete that like directory, whatever it is. So you can just, once you uninstall the collection, it sees that the collection's uninstalled. But if you don't delete that directory, then you can actually just reinstall individual mods from that collection, and it won't be a problem. And that's sort of how I figured out how to get one of the mods I was trying to get to work. At least it seems like it's working. I hate to think that there's something broken in there and the game's going to break, and the save is going to be corrupted and I'll have to start over again. That's one thing I hate. I mean, one thing I'd really, really be annoyed. I've dealt with corrupted saves in the past, and I've actually walked away from games because of it. Maybe it's probably something on my fault, something I did to break it, but I was frustrated just trying to get it to work. Alright, so this is clean, that's clean right there. Okay, we'll start on this side of the wall here. So I think this weekend I will go and do I'll do a video hunting down all of the star cores in Nuka World, and just put that up as a location video. The star core locations. It probably won't be as exciting as the using the power armor, exploit to just get the power armors. You don't have to find the star cores, but there we go. But hey, people want. Oh, I just remembered. So yeah, people don't like searching for the star cores to get the X01 quantum power armor. But people also don't like collecting the stones of Benzaya, whatever it is, in Skyrim. And they have a mod for that. They have a mod that actually puts marker locations to where all the stones are at, so you don't have to go hunting for them. Spend cajillions of hours finding them. I wonder if there's a mod for that, or for Fallout 4, that just puts like a quest marker where every single one of them are, so you don't have to spend time looking for them. It probably is a thing, and I just haven't thought of it until just this moment. I could have installed that and been go. That's clean. This wall here. Well, the wall's connected right up here, but ooh, I wonder if there's a mod I can install for Skyrim that points me to where all the dragon claws are. So that way I don't have to. Because if I want to collect all the dragon claws, I'd have to go out in the world to find them. But if I have a mod that shows me where they all are, that'll make it so much easier, so much faster. Here I am just at the point where it's like, well, I don't want to spend the time looking for stuff. Boy, I'm lazy. Although, if the mod could tell me exactly where they are, then I wouldn't have to, spend all that time searching for them. And I could make video faster. I could make a video on it faster. But the video I saw, the guy was like, well, you're about the... Yeah, I know, right? That's some dumb guy, he was standing right next to where some dumb guy was standing right next to where the key was. And it's like, I can't seem to find the star core. And it was right there. Right there. Right in front of me. And for some reason, he had his light turned on and it made it disappear. What a doofus. Man, I see some people get so upset when they make mistakes in games. It's ridiculous. Like I used to play League of Legends. And I used to get ragey when I played League of Legends too. But most of the time is because I didn't understand what the hell just happened. I was sitting there trying to figure it out. But when it comes to like these games, like Fallout 4 or Skyrim, it's all my fault. It's entirely my fault. Like if I were to play like a competitive game, like a fighting game, or some kind of MOBA, the person I'm playing against, probably has more knowledge about the game than I do, and I don't know something they do, and then when I lose, I don't understand why, and I get frustrated. I'd like to know things, and that's why when I get something wrong in the game, in any game I'm playing, I try to figure out what I got wrong and where, so that next time, I could do better. Or, for example, like if I make a video and there's some information in that video that is outdated, is wrong, I go, oh wait, that was wrong. I gotta go back and fix that. I go back and, redo the video. It probably doesn't make the video better, but it just makes some information more accurate. Because really, only accurate information has practical application. And if you're providing poor information, the person receiving that information is not going to make the best decisions. I've seen that a few times. I've seen that in some videos on YouTube where a person will give out information that's just not accurate. But they don't go back and fix it. They don't go back and correct it. What are we at here? Hour and a half? Ooh. Oh, come on now. Clean faster. There we go. Almost there, almost there. Come on, you can do it. You can do it. A little bit more. No, you're too far away. Come on. Boom, there we go. All right, cool. I might have to buy an extension. It'll probably make it easier on me, huh? let's see, what do we got here for shop? Power washers, medium duty here. Equipment. It's funny that I can buy equipment for something I don't have yet. Let's see, Urban X. The Urban X is here. Oh, here we are. So this is the Urban X short extension. Urban X long extension. XL maybe. So this one is 250. That one's 125. That's 375. Is there? I guess I'll buy this one. There we go. Then I'll go here, just like that. All right. Yep, now I can reach better. Yay. You know, those times on live stream when I'm completely just failing to see the thing that's directly in front of me and I don't know what, and I'm like getting all annoyed by it. If I could just like reverse time and like undo that, just so I look a little bit more like I know what I'm doing. That'd be great. That'd be great. Anywho, I'm a lurk a little bit. Nah, no worries. My voice is getting a little. And it seems like no matter how much water I drink, it's not making it any better. Maybe it's just have a long day or something like that, and it's gonna end up being a zombie here in a second. Well, I finished one bottle of water. Time to grab the second one. Excuse me. Is it this bricks here? No, it's bricks on this side. Oh, right here. There we go. Bricks are cleaned. The bricks are clean. Yeah, the bricks are clean. All right. So this side needs to be cleaned then too. Ain't nobody dope as me. I'm just so fresh and so clean. Alright, let's wash this wall here real quick. No, there we go. Oh no. So this is the remaining part of the wall here. There we are. Let's see, get a certain angle here, like those. Where is, oh, underneath here maybe? There we go. So we have to do the same thing here too. So we're gonna go underneath. And then we're gonna go over here. And over here. And then over here. And boom, there we are. So we know we get to... I think that is right there. Oh, wait a second. Now the door's cleaned. Okay. How do I get up there? Oh, I need to clean these really quick. Oh. Alright, so that one's clean. Let's see. Gutters, 71%. Post, bungalow roof. Walls? Oh, I missed something. I missed a wall. Tuna window, tuna wall. Oh, that wall right there. Okay, I have to clean that, make it up there. Alright. Well, maybe I can clean it? No, looks like I gotta get a little bit closer. There we go. And the rest are... Ooh, bricks? I've missed a brick? That's not good. Where are you at? Oh, there it is. Alright, now I think the rest are on the roof, aren't there? Chimneys on the roof. Let's see. Gutters up the roof. Porch roof. Bungalow roof. Okay, yep, all clear. Now up with the roof now. Yep. The roof is going to take a minute to clean. Holy crap. I just realized that. There you go, that one's clean. And there's this one here. Then it's this one here has to be clean after I fall off the building. Oh man, I'm doing a broken shop here. Look at this. So that one's clean. Let's see, gutter over here. There you go. All right, literally just the roof. So here's the chimney, bungalow roof there, porch roof there, bungalow roof, chimney. All right. Boom, chimney is done. Now we can just clean the porch roof. So we'll do it like this. It stopped me. I don't know why. All right. Now it's just the big roof here, the bungalow roof. Okay. Let's see, gonna go back and forth? They should be able to. Go really fast like this. There we are. I think we're good on this one. Oh, of course, under here. And, oh, right here. Ooh, almost went off the roof. Hmm. You know, supposedly the story is that the volcano is depositing all this nonsense right here onto these buildings, but only these buildings? It seems a bit sus, if you ask me. It could be not the only cleaner, but maybe, just maybe, these individual persons, their houses are in such a disarray, the way they look the way they do, because they're just lazy. Looking too much into it. I mean, I know MatPat made 300 videos on this game or something like that, right? Explaining the lore and everything, all that fun stuff, but many years. And now he's gone. Well, not gone. He's instead of being in the videos, he's now more or less producing the videos. He's taken on more of like a producer role. He's not actually in the game. Well, in the in the videos anymore. He has somebody else doing that. He has different duties and responsibilities now. Which makes sense. I mean, YouTubers, when they get large enough, or streamers, when they get large enough, they actually hire people to, edit their content and upload it and put them on YouTube or whatever your preferred, platform is, video sharing platform would be. Apparently, supposedly Twitch is has it out for VTubers. And the most recent examples is Shondo, who had who's was it her yeah, her channel was suspended for 30 days. She's not banned, just suspended. But it's a real big bummer because none of her none of her subs, none of her subscriptions that are on her channel will renew because of it. So she's literally back at zero. Because there's the whole idea where you subscribe and every month, you know, it renews. But if you're banned or suspended for a period of time, while you're suspended or banned, you know, those subscriptions don't renew, so they lose that on money. And then they have to like and just maybe sometimes the people who subscribe are not there all the time, and so they might miss the fact they might not be able to, you know, renew their subscription because of it, and they may not realize it until later, until after they come back after a period of time, because you know not everyone can be there all the time, you know, not everybody has the time of day to just sit down and watch a stream for hours on end. You know, not everybody has that circumstance. Not everybody is so lucky, I suppose, right? Because everybody's busy. Everybody's out there making that money, right? You got to make that money, and that involves you going out into the world and doing something. Or if you can make money at home, do that too. Boom, there we go. Brilliant. Ooh, oh, you know what? My arms and hands are tired, and yep, I think it's time for a break. I think it's not a break. I think it's time. I think we're good for the end of the day here. I do like the stop motion where it shows you cleaning the entire building, which means if you're silly and you draw pictures on the walls, that will show up in the stop motion, which is hilarious. So there's just one more to clean, but we're not going to do that here. So, I'm going to call the stream for the night because my hands are starting to hurt. My arms are tired and my hands are tired, and it's getting close to 10 o'clock for me, and I gotta wake up early. I always gotta wake up early, don't we? Damn it! I have to go. I have to wake up. It is required that I get a decent amount of sleep because I'm operating a forklift, and if I don't get good sleep, I could make a mistake and cause damage or hurt someone. And so they're like, you need sleep. That's a requirement. So on the weekends, it don't matter. During the week, it does matter. So yeah, I'm gonna end the stream here. And yeah, this game's great. And having my music and having my little, you know, lo-fi music in the background playing is great. Very relaxing. And it also gives me the opportunity to get thoughts out of my head, whether they're reasonable or not. Anyway. So again, thank you for watching. I love your faces, and I'll see you next stream.